Right now, as you watch this video, you're inside a treasury filled with infinite opportunities. But here's the terrifying part. The doors are slowly closing. And once they shut, they never reopen. Every "I'll do it later" is like watching gold slip through your fingers. Today, I am going to show you exactly what you're losing and how to stop the bleeding before it's too late. How many times have you said, "I'll do it later," or "I'll start tomorrow"? We all have. It seems harmless, innocent even. But here's what we don't realize. Each later is a tiny thief. It steals a little piece of our time, a few minutes here, an hour there. And when enough of these thieves gather together, they can rob you of your entire future. Hours vanish while we scroll mindlessly through our phones. Days evaporate while we plan to start. Years dissolve while we wait for the perfect moment that never arrives. Everyone gets the same 24 hours in a day. The person who respects time rises to the top. The person who wastes it drowns in regret. The student who graduates with honors and the one who barely passes both get the same amount of time. The difference: one uses it, the other throws it away. This is the story of someone who learned this truth the hard way. Maybe his story will help you understand something crucial before it's too late. Time doesn't wait. Listen carefully to the end, because this isn't just a story, it's a mirror. You might see yourself in it. In a peaceful town in North Carolina, there lived a teenage boy named Ethan. Ethan had everything he needed: loving parents, dedicated teachers, a comfortable home. He was smart, genuinely intelligent, and kind-hearted. But Ethan had one massive problem: chronic laziness. He postponed everything. "I'll do it later" became his personal motto. When his mom asked him to clean his room, he'd say, "Later, Mom." When teachers assigned homework, he'd think, "I've got plenty of time." When friends invited him to learn new skills, he'd reply, "Maybe tomorrow." Days melted into weeks. Weeks became months. While his classmates advanced, Ethan stayed frozen in place. His friends learned instruments, aced their exams, developed new talents. Ethan, he was still thinking about starting, still waiting for the right moment. His parents worried constantly. His teachers scolded him repeatedly. They all said the same thing: "Time is precious. Stop wasting it." But their words bounced off him like rain on glass. He thought they were being dramatic, overreacting. One afternoon, after bombing another exam, Ethan decided to visit Old Man Harris, a retired philosophy professor who lived on the outskirts of town. People said this man had wisdom that could change your life. Professor Harris was sitting peacefully on his porch, overlooking a lake. Seeing Ethan approach, he smiled. "What brings you here, son?" "You look troubled." "I'm frustrated," Ethan admitted. "Everyone keeps telling me I'm wasting time, but I don't get why it's such a big deal." "I'm still young. I've got my whole life ahead of me," Professor Harris nodded thoughtfully. "I can see that you're intelligent and kind. But you do have one critical problem." Ethan looked surprised. "Problem? What problem?" "I have everything I need." The professor smiled gently. "Let me tell you a story that might help you understand," he began. "Once upon a time, there was a wealthy governor who ruled over a thriving region. He was known throughout the state for his generosity and compassion. He genuinely cared about his people and helped countless families escape poverty. One day, while walking through a farmer's market, the governor heard angry shouting. He went to investigate and was shocked to discover the man causing the scene was his old college roommate, someone he had unseen in 20 years. The governor was stunned. His former friend had become poor, unemployed, bitter, and was struggling desperately to survive. The governor approached him. "What happened to you, my friend?" The man replied bitterly, "I don't understand why everyone thinks I'm worthless. Whenever I ask for work, they reject me. They say I never finish anything on time. I don't know how to feed my family anymore." Feeling compassionate, the governor made an extraordinary offer. "Listen carefully. Tomorrow morning, come to my estate. I'm going to open my private vault for you. From sunrise to sunset, you can take as much cash, gold, jewelry, and valuables as you can carry. Whatever you collect is yours to keep. But you only have one day. When the sun sets, the vault closes forever. Do you understand?" The man's eyes exploded with joy. He thanked the governor profusely and rushed home, dreaming of all the wealth he'd collect. The next morning, the sun rose bright and early. The vault doors opened wide, but the man thought to himself, I have the entire day. Let me enjoy a good breakfast first. He ate slowly, savoring every bite. After breakfast, he thought, the sun won't set for hours. I've got plenty of time. Let me rest a little. He lay down for what he intended to be a short nap. When he woke up, the sun was already high in the sky. Oh no, he thought. I need to hurry. But as he walked toward the estate, the afternoon heat exhausted him. The vault isn't going anywhere, he reasoned. Let me rest under this tree for just a few minutes. Under the cool shade, his eyes grew heavy again. When he finally woke up, the sun was setting. Orange and red painted the horizon. Panic seized him. He ran as fast as he could toward the estate. But when he arrived, gasping and drenched in sweat, the security guards were already closing the massive gates. Wait, he screamed. Please, the governor promised me I could take treasure. The guard replied calmly, yes, but only until sunset. The sun has set? Your opportunity is gone. The man fell to his knees, realizing what he'd lost. Not because he didn't have the chance, but because he wasted it, thinking he had more time than he actually did. Professor Harris finished his story and looked directly at Ethan, who sat in stunned silence. Do you understand now? The professor asked gently. Every day is like that vault. Every sunrise brings opportunities to learn, to grow, to improve yourself. But these opportunities don't wait. When the day ends, it's gone forever. You can never get it back. Tears filled Ethan's eyes. He thought about all the days he'd wasted, all the laters and tomorrows he'd promised himself. He realized he'd been exactly like the man in the story. But it's not too late for you, Professor Harris continued. You're young. Your vault is still open. But remember, each sunset takes away opportunities that will never return. Ethan stood up with new fire in his eyes. He thanked the professor and practically sprinted home. From that day forward, everything changed. When his mother asked him to do something, he did it immediately. When teachers gave assignments, he completed them that same day. When opportunities arose to learn something new, he grabbed them without hesitation. His grades skyrocketed. He learned to play the guitar he'd been postponing for months. He helped his parents around the house. He even started tutoring younger kids in his neighborhood. Within a year, Ethan, who'd been known for always being late, became known as the most punctual and reliable student in school. His teachers praised him. His parents beamed with pride. His friends looked up to him. Years later, when he became a successful entrepreneur, people constantly asked, "What's your secret?" He would smile and say, "I learned that time is the only real treasure we have. Every moment we waste is like throwing away gold." The difference between success and failure isn't always talent or luck. It's how we use our time. Don't wait for tomorrow to do what you can accomplish today, because sometimes tomorrow never comes. And whenever he met someone struggling with procrastination, he would share the story of the governor's vault, just as Professor Harris had shared it with him. This story teaches us a profound truth. Our life is that vault. Each day, the sun rises and the gates open with fresh opportunities. But here's what most of us do and realize. We all living like that poor man, thinking we have endless time, saying, "I'll do it later, I'll start tomorrow. I still have time." The harsh reality, laziness is the thief of dreams. It doesn't announce itself as failure. It whispers sweetly, "You can do it later," but later becomes never. Ethan was lucky. He got his wake-up call while he was young. But many of us go through our entire lives without realizing that each passing day is a closed vault we can never reopen. There's a powerful truth. If you value time, time will value you. But if you waste time, time will destroy your life. You can achieve anything if you use your time properly. But if you waste it, you'll lose your chances and live drowning in regret. Think about it. How many times have you skipped doing important things? How many times have you postponed critical work? Each tomorrow you promise yourself is treasure you're choosing not to collect today. The beautiful part? Unlike the man who missed his chance forever, your vault is still open right now. This very moment as you're reading these words. The question is, will you enter it today, or will you sleep under the tree thinking you have more time? Remember, successful people and unsuccessful people have the same 24 hours in a day. The only difference is one uses it wisely and the other lets it evaporate doing nothing. So here's what I need you to do right now. Stop and think, what have you been postponing? What treasure have you been ignoring while the sun moves across the sky? Write it in the comments below and commit to starting it today, not tomorrow. Not next week, today. Your vault is open right now, but the sun is already moving. Don't wait until the gates are closing to realize what you've lost. Start today. Start now. Because the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. If this story opened your eyes and lit a fire inside you, I need you to do 3 things. First, smash that subscribe button. We drop life-changing content every single week that pushes you to become the person you were meant to be. Second, share this video with someone who needs to hear this message. Someone who's been saying later for too long. Third, watch the video on your screen right now about building unstoppable momentum. It's the perfect next step in your transformation. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Your treasury is open, but those doors won't stay open forever. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, respect your time, protect your opportunities, and remember, every moment you waste is gold you'll never get back. The clock is ticking. Make it count.